1 billion people around the world start their day with coffee. And among them, nearly 80% drink 2 or more cups at home on a weekday. And according to surveys, more than half of them consume an average of 3 or more cups. 12.6% of the world's population uses psychotropic drugs every day without even thinking about it and how it affects our minds. Hi, my name is Alexandra. I'm a scientist in the field of philosophy and religious studies, as well as a mindset coach who helps people live happier lives and achieve a new level of results within a reason satisfaction. For 3 years, I've been working on my own research on natural hallucinogens and how their use affects our brain. I explored this through the lens of shamanic practice, but surprisingly, the knowledge I gained is applicable to all of us. And today, I want to share this amazing scientific data about the drink that most of us start our mornings with. We are going to talk about coffee. Is a daily cup of latte dangerous for your brain? Or maybe your body needs it at least once a day? How has coffee already changed your psyche? And how can shamanic knowledge change your perception of your favorite drink? Science knows all the answers. Australia's La Trobe University, a research university that was founded in 1967 and is located in Melbourne and is in the top 1% of universities in the world, already done research that will help us find these interesting answers. Researchers conducted their study to find the connection between our stress levels, coffee, and changes in our mind. And as lead researcher Simon Krause says, they came up with interesting results. In this study, 92 non-clinical participants were assigned to a high or low stress condition and a high or low caffeine condition based on self-report. After they had been primed, participants were asked to listen to white noise and report each time they heard Bing Crosby's song White Christmas during the white noise. The song was never played. But Simon Krause's team found that highly caffeinated people were 3 times more likely than controls to mistakenly hear this song in white noise. Therefore, the results showed that the interaction of stress and coffee significantly affected the frequency of hearing the song. These results showed us that high levels of caffeine and high levels of stressful life events produced higher level of hallucinations in perfectly healthy non-clinical participants. So, are we prone to hallucinating over our morning cup before a busy, stressful working day? Yes and no. The clear answer to this question lies in our understanding of what is caffeine and how it works. And now, the shamanic legend will help us. Let's move to the Ethiopia, the 5th largest coffee-producing region in the world. Legend has it that a goat herder named Kaldi noticed that his goats became excited after eating red fruits from nearby bushes. When he found out about this, his intrigue led him to take the fruit to his shaman, who convinced him of the devilish power of the fruit and ordered it to be burned. And as they began to burn, the sizzling fruit created a wonderful aroma. Kaldi and his shaman reversed their decision that the fruit was diabolical in nature and poured hot water over it. Since then, shamans and priests began to use coffee as a means of stimulation during night vigils and urine prayers. Now you have a good story to tell, but I want to explain it more scientifically. Caffeine is a drug that has long been used for its psychoactive effect on our consciousness. Entering altered states of consciousness is the goal of shamanic practice. By analyzing shamanic rituals and plants they use, we can learn a lot about these plants and their effects on our minds. So it was with coffee. Caffeine has been used as mind-altering drug. Caffeine is now known in the scientific world as a methylcation central nervous system stimulant. Simply put, coffee as this kind of drug really affects how we think and how we feel. Caffeine is a drug that speeds our breathing, heartbeat, thoughts and actions. And now I want to make one interesting remark. This psychoactive drug is found not only in coffee, but in chocolate, cocoa, and tea. You can also find it in the seeds, nuts, leaves of many different plants, and even popular snack bars. So do we now need to limit everything we love? Absolutely not. But here is some pinch of science before you drink another cup today. So, caffeine is absorbed through the stomach into the bloodstream. Getting into the blood, it enters the brain. Because caffeine is a stimulant, it increases activity in our brain and other parts of the central nervous system. And some people may be more sensitive to this activity than others. Factors that can affect how caffeine affects our mind include how much and how often we used it, our current mood and surroundings, the state of our mental and physical health. Don't make coffee your enemy or your friend. Just remember that it's a psychoactive substance. So in large amounts, it can have the opposite effect, such as agitation, irritability, and trouble sleeping. How can you avoid these problems and make healthy caffeine choices? Think about how you consume the caffeine and identify the situations where you are likely to consume it. Try to follow yourself for a couple of days and write down the time, the situation, and your feelings before drinking coffee or eating chocolate. And when you can see your patterns, it will be easier for you to consider the changes. For example, you can try to replace morning coffee with chicory. This is another healthy plant, especially for our gut health. So it's a good option to start your day with it while watching that on. And try to replace the next cups of coffee during the day with exercises to stimulate yourself in a different way. And if you are overcomplicating things and think you'll have hard time incorporating daily activity into your life, I recommend checking out my Naked Diary episode about this. Remember that there is no safe level of drug use. Coffee is a drug. That's fact. Thus, an amount that is suitable for one person can be too much for another. Therefore, it's better to try to change your daily habit a little. And if you don't want to stop drinking it, scientists have prepared a good table that can help you at least understand how much caffeine you consume. Try to reduce this amount and let this product bring you only joy. By the way, what do you like more, coffee or tea? The best option for me is water. And regardless of our differences or similarities, I remind you that I have a powerful lecture for you, whether you like coffee, tea, or water. My lecture can help you increase your energy level 7 times more than any amount of energy drink. Energy Wealth is my fundamental product for everyone. There, I explain the holes that are draining your energy right now and preventing financial fulfillment and beautiful relationships. This is 1 hour of mind-blowing information and practice with me to help you close the holes where your inner resource is currently leaking, without nonsense and empty information, so your inner vessel will always be full. Trust me, it will affect you positively, much more than second or third cup of coffee during the day. I am confident in information, practices, and energy I share with my clients and students. I'm so in love with the feedback I get from them. Read this, I didn't waste my money. I don't know how to make hearts, but love you guys. By the way, my lecture costs 2.83 times less than a kilogram of ground coffee Starbucks Veranda blend. 60 euros per kilogram, which will expire in a couple of weeks, and only 21 euro for the fundamental knowledge you will have for a lifetime. You decide. Thank you for watching. I look forward to read your thoughts and coffee stories. And see you at the lecture.